This time of year, one of the biggest questions engaged couples ask me is it even possible to plan a wedding in Europe in less than 12 months? If you want to squeeze in a wedding for 2026 in Europe, this is for you. You've probably been hearing all the venues are booked, or you've already missed your chance, don't even bother for 2026. So let's just set the record straight together right now. But first, hello, I'm Kay. I'm a destination wedding planner helping untraditional travel-loving couples plan multi-day intimate destination weddings abroad on a budget. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to be notified every time I post another video to help you plan your destination wedding successfully. As destination wedding planners who specialize in weddings in Europe, my team and I are in constant communication with venues all across Europe every day. So I'm going to share a little insight on the type of availability that we're seeing for 2026 at this moment and what to do about it. So what we're seeing, some venues are fully booked for 2026. However, it's mostly going to be those iconic properties that you're seeing on Pinterest and Instagram, but that doesn't mean that all venues are gone. There are still incredible properties that a lot less people know about that still have plenty of availability for next year. You just have to know where to look and you have to stay flexible. What's happening with the calendar in 2026 is a lot of venues will have entire weekends or even full months that are already booked and blacked out in 2026. This is typically going to happen in high season, which are the months between May and September, which makes sense. It's an easier time for people to travel. It's a higher demand time for people to want to go. The weather is amazing. However, we're still seeing availability in shoulder season and low season. That's typically October all the way through April. We're also seeing availability during the week, Monday through Thursday. Again, for some people, it's just a less desirable time to get married. If you ask me, I will shout from the rooftops, get married Monday through Thursday in Europe. You will save money. You will have so many more options for venues and more options for vendors because there's a less likelihood that they're already booked. And nobody knows what day it is when they're on vacation. So here's what you need to ask yourself to identify if a 2026 wedding is even possible for you. Am I flexible with day of the week? Am I flexible with the month that I get married in? My opinion as far as months go, I love shoulder season. Some of the best times to travel in Europe are in shoulder season. We've had fantastic weddings, especially in April and October, where there's less tourists, you're saving money, and you have your pick of the litter of venues and vendors. I also mean save thousands. The same property that could be $20,000 on a Saturday in June could be $8,000 on a Tuesday in April. Same property. With the caveat that I will say, just do your due diligence on the weather before you book something in like February. Low and mid-season are cheaper because sometimes the weather's not the best. It's not just related to supply and demand. So just check, be prepared to have a backup plan if it is inclement weather, and be realistic. If you have your heart set on a pool party and the pools close in October, then maybe don't get married in October, okay? Now, the next question that you have to ask yourself before you can really answer if a 2026 wedding is possible for you at this point, what does my life look like over the next several months? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. I've learned this the hard way in life. Just because it's possible to squeeze in a wedding in less than 1 year doesn't mean it's right for everybody. We've planned a wedding in 2 weeks before. Was it fun? No! And I'm a full-time wedding planner with a team and resources. So let's address how long it actually takes to plan a destination wedding in Europe from start to finish. My honest answer, the most enjoyable journeys tend to be around 12 to 14 months long. This gives you time to enjoy it, to make thoughtful, deliberate, slow decisions, and not burn out along the way. You'll have time to take breaks if it starts to feel like it's too much. That's not always the reality because here we are with less than a year and you're trying to get married in 2026. You might not have the luxury of time. You may want to start a family or just get your life on the road and be married. So if you have less than a year, the first thing I need you to do is be honest and take inventory of your life right now. Wedding planning should fit into your life. It shouldn't become your life. So let's see, what do you have going on? Are you changing jobs or careers? Are you moving or buying a home? Do you have a lot of travel coming up? Are there family dynamics that you're dealing with that take a lot of your time and energy right now? Are you having a child? Or do you already have children? All of these things are really exciting life transitions, but we have to be realistic about what that means. If you and your fiance are experiencing several of these factors at the same time right now, while trying to plan a wedding internationally in less than a year, you might be signing yourself up for burnout. If you're gonna have an abridged wedding planning timeline, less than a year, you need to make sure you have the time and space in your life to prioritize wedding planning. So look inward and decide if you have the time to take this on right now. Quick pause, if you're finding this helpful, let me know by liking this video right now and drop in the comments where you're considering having a destination wedding. Okay, the next consideration, if you're gonna have a wedding in less than a year, am I okay with some key guests not attending. If you're giving your guests just a few months notice to come to your wedding and it's international, it is totally normal for people not to come, like even your VIPs. That's just reality. They need time to get passports, they need time to plan their time off, they might need time to save, they might need visas, they might have already planned their international travel for the year and they don't really have the resources to fit yours in. It's just more complicated than coming to a last minute local wedding. And I say a few months because realistically, even if you started today and you're having a wedding 10 months from now, we still need to use this time to get your budget in order, get your venue secured, make a website, and send a save the date. And that takes time. So realistically, they might not even know the date and the information for a couple months from now. But honestly, a lot of the couples that I talk to, less people coming, kind of a good thing. I love intimate weddings. I specialize in intimate weddings. So if a few people fall off because there wasn't a lot of time, but that's just me. If that sounds terrible to you, take this as a sign. Maybe you need more time. Shorter notice, smaller turnout. So is a 2026 wedding possible for you? If you answered yes to, am I okay with a weekday wedding in shoulder season? Yes. Are my next several months filled with spaciousness? Yes. Am I okay with a few key guests not attending? Heck yes. Then go for it. But here's my advice. Start now, pivot later. You can begin this process right now with every intention to make it happen within the 2026 calendar year. There are still venues left, especially if you follow my advice for staying flexible. But if you get into it, and it proves to be more anxiety inducing than exciting because you have such a shortened timeline, do yourself a favor and be open to pivoting to 2027. If you see your perfect venue and the perfect date and it's available for 2027 instead, it's okay to be tempted by that and it's okay to make that shift. However, I can pretty much guarantee you that if you don't just start, it will not happen in 2026. You need to actually start. So here is your action plan. You're gonna start today. You're gonna first focus on getting your budget in order and then locking in a venue as soon as possible. Once that's done, we can send your save the dates and tell your guests. And if you need help expediting this process, especially finding a venue ASAP, shameless plug, this is exactly what we do inside of our package, De-Stress Your Destination Wedding. Inside, we help couples plan multi-day intimate destination weddings in Europe on a budget as efficiently as humanly possible. So you can go from overwhelmed and stressed because you're running out of time to blessed and having fun from the very start. I'll drop the link below to learn more. For even more must-know tips to plan your destination wedding successfully, don't forget to subscribe and watch this video next.